Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Stacey Volsi. I am a nonprofit consultant serving smaller nonprofits that are making upwards of $50,000 in annual revenue. I help them grow and build their capacity so they can become a sustainable organization. And if they make more than that and they're already okay, I work with these organizations as a consultant to support them in areas of capacity building and also strategy. So if that's you, definitely keep watching because then today we're going to be talking about what it means to have a clear mission. I have two cameras, so if you see me looking around, that's what. So what it means to have a clear mission in your nonprofit organization and why it's important. So as a nonprofit organization, you already know the focus is not on profit because the profit does not go to its stakeholders like it would regularly. It's actually the impact. So any profit or revenue that you make, it's to support the mission and the impact that you're supposed to be making as a nonprofit organization. So we're going to talk about like why that mission has to be clear. Now, your mission has to be clear because when it comes to securing funding, you need to really sell your mission. You need to sell your unique value, why your nonprofit organization does what it does and why it's the best at what it does. Okay, so um, having a clear mission is really just what it means, right? You need to ensure that your nonprofit is able to showcase and have tangible indicators of what they can do because of their mission, right? Now, you can achieve clarity by having these indicators, also self-assessing your organization so you can provide the insight of how well your mission is understood. Because you want to make sure that funders and community members are understanding and communicating your mission well, because a lot of missions, they are very vague, right? They're very general. It's like, oh, this sounds good because that's what they have. I'm just gonna speak in layman's, I'm gonna speak in like this jargon so it can sound good on paper. But you have to understand, like, just because it sounds good on paper and that's what this other organization has, does not mean it's a clear mission, okay? So if you already have a mission in place, it's clear that you survey your current stakeholders, current people that you work with, you partner with, you serve, and see how they understand your mission and if what they're saying aligns with what your goal was when you came up with that mission or what that organization is trying to do. Because you want to make sure that your organization is very clear in what it's saying, and you want to make sure that your staff understands what the mission is. A lot of leaders don't understand that sometimes your staff don't even know what the mission is. If they don't know, that's a bigger problem that you need to resolve because you don't want people to just kind of come in, like, especially if you're a nonprofit and all they're defending is a check. Because that's not good. That's not a good look. Okay. So you need to like survey your stakeholders to see if the responses are consistent and really align with what the mission, the intended mission is, the intended mission. Okay. And kind of see what you need to do, what you need to clarify, who needs clarification, or if there's something, a wording that you need to change to make sure that everybody understands. And your donors, your beneficiaries, and all of that, like you need to like, do people understand what you're trying to do? Because I've told some of my clients before, like on their website, like do a video, record a marketing video of you going over like the mission and explaining why the organization was founded. Because then oftentimes that personal touch makes a difference. So if you have not done that yet, take the time. Like, don't go over the mission with your glasses on from your point of view only. You can talk about a story of why it was founded, sure, but kind of explain what the mission of the organization is, what its vision is, so people can clearly understand what's going on. Okay. Now, one thing I want you to remember is that try the one sentence test, right? A clear mission you can typically summarize it in one impactful sentence. Okay. Now, if the mission statement requires that you explain or often you need clarification, it might show there's a lack of clarity in your mission. That lack of clarity you do not want, because imagine you're submitting grant applications or you're sending sponsorship requests. They might not understand what you mean. Okay, they might see another organization and it's clear to them and they go and support that organization. You do not want that lack of clarity in your mission. So you need to make sure that it is very clear. So when you're reaching out to potential donors, potential grantors, funders, whatever it is, that they understand what you're talking about. Because it needs to make sense for everybody across the board that is going through your page or that is trying to figure out if they want to support you, because nobody owes you support. So that's why the clarity is important. You need to make sure that it is clear. So I'll do like a few examples with you to show you of how you can ensure that your nonprofit is clear. So an original mission example that I have is to provide health and wellness services to help people lead better lives, right? So you can say that you want to improve community health by offering accessible mental health support and wellness programs to individuals that are in need. Lead better lives can mean a lot of different things. So that's why there's a lack of clarity there. How are they going to lead better lives? What are you going to do? So by offering them accessible mental health support and wellness programs to individuals in need. Now, accessible mental health support, when they see that that keyword mental health support term is enough for them to be curious as to, okay, so they offer accessible mental health support. So they might be a great fit for what we're trying to do, especially if you're trying to get a dignity and like the Kaisers of the world to sponsor you, and they see that you do that, that might like your mission might be okay, this is what they offer. I'll be a little bit more curious. I'm not saying that they will support this stuff, but just giving an example of who you would reach out to, like, or if you reached out to somebody for them to partner with you and your mission was very clear, they would understand, okay, this might align with what we do. Now, the version, like I said, mental health support, that's specificity right there, and also individuals in need, because then there's so many people that need mental health support. There's so many populations. That one is kind of a blanket, because when we think about it, there's so many groups of people that are in need of mental health support. Honestly, everybody and their mama need mental health support. Okay, so definitely, if you want to refine individuals in need a little bit more, you can. Okay, but these two terms, it narrows down the services your nonprofit is like the services it offers, and also it aligns the mission with measurable health improvements. So this is the one example I had here. The other one was about educational activity, children, right? To support children's education. The original mission, let me clarify, to support children's education and well-being through various initiatives. Okay. Now, if you refine that to enhance educational opportunities and mental health well-being for children in under-resourced schools. So think about the Title I schools and the community schools, right? Through after-school programs and mentorship. There's so many organizations, wonderful organizations I've met that do just that. Okay, make sure your mission is clear, because the refined mission, it helps narrow down the focus to children and under-resourced schools. And after school programs and mentorship, it makes it clear who is going to benefit and how it resonates with potential supporters and donors. So these are the examples I've had. So I want to make sure that you understand why it's important to clarify to have clarity in your mission and not just throw something out there because it sounds good for the application. It's okay to review your mission and updating your paperwork. That's very important because if your mission needs a revamp or you need to pivot, this is what you need to do, make it happen. Because then the the lack of clarity is causing so much more trouble than you think. If you're not already like significant, like a big pillar in the community. So definitely get to working on your mission and make sure it's clear. And don't forget, go on my Stan store to get any products that you need. And it's almost the end of 2024, and I have slots open for other nonprofits to book a fundraising strategy session to ensure that you have a plan and you're ready to go for 2025. So definitely check the link in my bio for my Stan store and book your fundraising strategy session and get any other digital products you may need, like the grant writing templates and the AI grant writing prompts. All of these are significant products that you can use to ensure that you are building and not staying in one place. But with that said, I'm gonna hop off, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments or shoot me a DM. Bye, y'all.